Welcome to Yeronga Quick Chat.
Today we're going to talk about vaping. What do you think are the main reasons your peers are drawn to vaping?
I'll start this one. So I think one of the main reasons is, there's peer pressure, but I think it also makes some people think it's cool to vape, or they just get introduced to it and they just get addicted to it very easily because of the nicotine aspects in it.
So you think there is nicotine in them?
Oh, there definitely is. You can get ones without nicotine, I believe, but most have nicotine in them.
Whether it says it does or not?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think, Toby? You agree with that? Or do you think there's any other aspects to vaping?
The wide variety of flavours that can come with it.
Yeah.
That's very enticing to a younger generation because it's like bubblegum, for example.
They even look cute, don't they?
And
some
then,
of
the
them.
design is cute and like towards younger people.
And I saw a friend of mine was using one that looked like a hand grenade, like you can get cool shaped vape containers too, can't you?
Yeah, like you can get like protectors for them and stuff. It's very overboard, but it's a smart marketing scheme, definitely.
Okay, so there's been a lot of debate about whether vaping is a safer alternative to smoking. What are your thoughts on this, and how does it influence your decision to vape?
Well, my opinion is it definitely isn't. Some people smoke and then they'll go to vapes because apparently they think it's healthier, but in one singular vape, there's roughly anywhere from 15 to 25 packs of cigarettes, and it's definitely not a healthier alternative, as the chemicals in them are unknown. Like, they're made in places we don't know.
Yeah, so I just recently found an article on the chemicals in vaping, and we were going to talk about that as well.
Yeah.
Because there has been some research and they're still uncovering what is being put into vapes. Yeah. So what do you already know about that? And while you're talking, I'll just get up this article that I found.
Well, I don't know about the chemicals that are in it, but I just know that there's hundreds in them that are just unknown and sourced from places we don't know. So it's definitely not a good alternative, as just everything about it is not known and horrible alternative. Toby?
Yeah, it's not the greatest alternative. There really isn't a good alternative for smoking. But when a vape also gets close to dying, the battery that's in it, you start consuming battery acid, which is really, really, really bad.
Yeah, so this is what this article is talking about, because not only are you breathing in the vapor that's in there, but also the things that are around it. Yeah. So this is talking about how the scientists are now testing for something called radioactive polonium, and it's actually a poison that has been used by Russians in assassinations.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's in the battery and within the plastic. So it's interesting what you say, like when it runs down, you're not just using the vape, it's the actual thing as well. So
that's horrible.
It's surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
That it's in there. So that's what they're testing for at the moment, because they're starting to find other really dangerous things in there. We already know that there's formaldehyde in there. Yeah. And formaldehyde actually, and it's the same with polonium, they are naturally occurring substances, right?
Yeah.
They occur in lots of things, and certain levels of it are safe for human exposure, right? But when it gets to a certain level, it's really dangerous. Yes. And that's why it can be used by the KGB to do assassinations. And now they've found it in vapes. So so I thought that was an interesting thing to talk about.
That is very interesting.
All right, so
to all the listeners out there, please take this to heart.
Some people argue that vaping can lead to nicotine addiction, especially in young users. Do you worry about the potential consequences of using e-cigarettes?
It's a very hard question, because some obviously don't have nicotine in them, and you can't taste the nicotine in them. I don't believe. I have once upon a time I did vape, but I don't anymore because I've realised that it's a very horrible thing for my body. But some don't have the nicotine in them. It's just the flavours, and people get addicted to the flavours because you can just take a puff and it's like bubble gum or grape or something. It's like, oh, it's tasty, I'll have another hit or something. But a lot of time it can be the nicotine because like head spins or just the addiction to it, yeah.
What do you reckon, Toby?
Nicotine sort of acts like how a drug acts, where it's a very addictive substance that you can get, but well, most drugs are illegal. Nicotine isn't, tobacco isn't, sort of, it's not illegal at all. And
it's like coffee, it's a type of drug, but it's legal, yeah.
But it's a legal form of it, yeah. That's about it.
And then the last question we've got is about the effects that we've heard about it affecting lungs. What do you guys know about that? Have you heard anything about the health effects on your lungs?
Well, I have, yes. Cotton lungs is one of the main...
Is that the same kind of thing as what I've heard, like popcorn lung?
Yeah.
What is that all about?
It's kind of like the walls of your lungs get like this strange shape and they just start to deteriorate. And if you do it for long enough, like I know someone whose lungs have actually collapsed and had to be rebuilt because they were just on the vapes for like too long.
Was that someone you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Personally, I know, yeah. Like they had to go to surgery and everything. So it's definitely there, the effects are definitely there. And this person's like maybe like a year older than me, if that. Like it just proves how fast it can get to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing I worry about vapes is that because they're new, we actually don't know enough about what the consequences are going to be. And with smoking, it was around for a really long time before they really got on top of it.
They
and
realised what it was doing.
Yeah, and we worked so hard in like the 90s to like ban smoking basically and really bring down the numbers of young people smoking for health reasons. And then now suddenly we've got vaping, which seems to be doing not only the same thing, but in some cases worse. Yeah,
it's like a whole new wave of smoking, but worse. Like just these people bringing in really harmful substances to affect. I feel like it's mainly targeted towards younger people as well, which is horrible. Yeah.
Well, what we say before, it's a very clever marketing, right? And the way they look, the taste, the smell, like it's all definitely. Like, it's all lolly flavours, right? Yeah. That's for children. And it's quite, as you say, a clever but crazy marketing campaign. Yeah.
Definitely.
Any last thoughts?
Just don't vape. It's horrible. We don't know enough about it to do it, or there's no healthy option to it. And if you're thinking about switching from smoking, keep to smoking because it's a lot better. But maybe try nicotine gum or nicotine patches even.
Yeah, there are other options.
Yeah, other options.
And go to your doctor. Yeah. If you've got a problem, go to your doctor, go to your GP and ask for help. Any last thoughts with you, Toby?
Breathe air. You don't need a vape. Okay, that's my final thoughts, miss.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
That was Yeronga Quick Chat.
Thank you.